Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a grumping with Jen in a while, but I just got back into the video editing with the footage that I got last week, so I'm feeling a little bit more back into YouTube. So I have a bit of a story for you. You might have seen the pictures on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago. I went to the Devil's Dyke near Brighton. It was really beautiful, quite a short walk, but kind of really beautiful, hot and like lovely valleys. So I did that. My fitness still isn't the greatest, so you know, huffing and puffing a little bit at the end of it, but amazingly they actually have a pub right at the top of the hill, like at the end of the walk as you come up out the valley, and the only thing I wanted was an orange juice at that point. So I'm going in there, waiting patiently for my orange juice, get that. As I'm sitting down, I'm seeing the menu and I'm like, there's salmon, there's potato, I've got the rest of the day off, this thing has to happen. So I go up with the menu to, you know, to order my potato and salmon, which I'm very excited about, probably disproportionately excited about. This guy strides in, strides past me. I can't place his age. Like, he's talking like he's 15, but he looks sort of like 25, so it was very difficult to place his age. Strides past me, cuts past me, gets to the bar first, and goes, oi, excuse me, love, excuse me, like that. I was like, oh, okay, guess I'm second in the queue now. That's happened. I just wasn't quick enough. I was like, fair enough, you know what? Admittedly, when I'm in a rush to get food ordered, I have actually done that to people in the past, so I let that one slide. Somebody comes in behind with a dog into this, like, countryside pub, not that unusual. He's like, oh, a dog's allowed in here? Like, are you asking me? Like, I'm not the authority on whether dogs are allowed in here. Why, I didn't see why not. It's like a countryside pub. And then the woman was like, well, maybe they're just allowed like up to this threshold and no further. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, that was fine. That was okay with him. He's just like another customer. I'm not sure why he's making the rules about whether dogs are allowed in there. No member of staff in the pub approached this woman at any time. There were several dogs wandering in and out. And I'm sort of going to a little zone. I'm just thinking about my food. I'm thinking about, like, I'm pretty tired, I want another orange juice, I want my food. And he's getting a pint, basically, or 2 pints, one for him and one for some other person, I'm assuming. And I'm in my little daydream, and I'm suddenly jarred out of it when he says, well, that's crap. What the fuck? just kind of a bit aggressive for like a midday afternoon. I was just like, okay. I realised that midday afternoon does not work as a time frame, but I'm sticking with it. He said, well, you know, that's rubbish. That doesn't have any head on it at all. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? And I'm thinking, drink it? I am not a drinker. I don't drink at all. I'm completely teetotal. So if anybody actually understands the importance of the head or why someone would make a big fuss about it, like, maybe mention it, but this guy was like, it's crap, this is crap, like, redo it. Talking in a manner of like someone in their mid-teens, and I was just like, the hell? Like, how fucking rude can you get? And I watched him talk to this woman, this bar woman, who's obviously like flustered and kind of not sure what to say, just trying to fix it, and each time she's like trying to tip the glass, trying to like turn the taps off, turn them back on again, like do all this stuff, and he's like, no, it won't work, it's the barrel, you see, it's the barrel's done. Not trying to be rude, don't mean to be rude, but you know, you wouldn't know, the barrel's done, the barrel's finished. And she was like, I think I can get it if you just give me a second. And it turned out later that it was actually her first day behind the bar, so she was a bit flustered, understandably, for that reason. Very fixated on whether or not the barrel was finished, and kept telling her there was no point, it was all ruined, and that the barrel was done and that they needed another barrel. And I'm just like staring at the side of his face, like, is this happening? And I said to him, what is the importance of the head? I don't know. So I asked him, and he went, well, I'd just like a head on my beer. You got a problem with that? Like, I mean, I am sometimes an angry person, sometimes a confrontational person, I have to admit, but the level of dark aggression in his eyes as he said that, I was like, oh, maybe I don't have a problem with that. I was just trying to keep it generally nonchalant. I was like, no, I don't know the significance of it. And I was thinking in my mind, obviously thinking in my mind, you know, you're being pretty rude, even if it has the most significance in the world. There's no need to be that rude about it. Standing there harassing her, you know, saying it's all crap and like swearing at her, and interspersing it with, oh, I don't mean to be rude. I was like, you definitely do. He was like, well, it just tastes better, all right? It just, you know, here, try this. And he picks up this glass of the beer without the head, shoves it in my face, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't drink, so I mean, I wouldn't know anyway whether that's good or bad beer, but also I don't drink, so please get that on my face. And then I realised behind me there's like a huge line of people that have built up while this guy's throwing this tantrum over his beer, and eventually some other bar lady comes across and is trying to help him. So whilst they're trying to fix the beer and get him one that he likes, offering him a different one and all this stuff, there's a big line behind us of people. Well, I mean, like maybe 6 people or something like that. And this last guy comes across to join the queue, and as he walks past the guy that's harassing the bar woman, the guy says, oh yeah, you mate, you know beer? Have you ever seen a beer? And he's like, yeah, I know beer. It's just like, well, oh, what do you think of this? And he just shoves it in his face, and he's like, I don't work here, mate. And he's just like, no, I'm not saying you do, just look at the beer. And the whole queue is just like, this is happening. What do we do? And there's a little bit of holding back, of reservation, of trying to be polite, but of also trying not to antagonise the guy who's acting really unnecessarily aggressive for like an afternoon beer. And then he starts going, it's my holiday! I need to have my beer correct. It's important, it's my holiday. And he just kept saying, it's my holiday again and again, and the guy's like, what's going on? And I'm like, he's just moaning about his beer. And so the guy's like, right, okay. Just joins the end of the queue and waits for it to finish. And then somebody else comes in, joins him, takes the second beer. It was for someone else. That's probably a good thing. And then they leave together, go out with their slightly unsatisfactory beers to the outside patio bit, leaving the whole queue of people just really confused as to why there was so much angst for this beer. Please tell me if this is actually one of those issues that, you know, a bad beer just ruins your day. Because, to be fair, I have thrown tantrums in shops before. But when I was much, much younger, like when I was early 20s, so maybe that was the time period for this guy, because he looked kind of mid-20s, like I say, but his behaviour was really not of someone in their mid-20s, I would say. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. If anybody's watching, and if anybody wants to comment, is beer that important? And if that happened to you, would you get that upset? And how many passers-by would you ask about their opinion of your beer? And would you let the dogs in? So, thank you for watching my really random rant grumping with Jen. I'm going to have another adventure video next week. We're going out to Wales again, to Pembrokeshire, and we're going to do some kayaking and coasting and stuff, and that should be really fun. There should be a bit more of a longer video with that stuff in next week. This week you've just got me rambling about a guy that wants beer, so hopefully that was entertaining.